All right. So, as I probably said in other videos, I am in grad school and it's just been so exhausting. I tell you, I graduated from college just in 2015, in December of 2015, and I wasn't really considering grad school. I was wanting to really have a job when I graduated. Like, I wanted to graduate with a job. But I mean, that happened, but I graduated with a job in loss prevention, which is not something, I mean, I was excited at the time, but I thought that I was going to have like a legit career type job. Like, that's what I was working for, but loss prevention was cool. I was working with Burlington. It's just funny to think about how I was so excited to have a full-time job for the first time, and I was making $9.50 an hour, and I'm like, wow, I've never made that much money before. And just me thinking about that now, because I worked for $18 an hour, which is twice that, and it's just funny to think about. So yeah, I graduated from college in 2015, but I didn't start grad school until I want to say 2016. Like, I took a year off. Not a complete year, but I went, like, since I graduated in December, I went back to school the next August. So I basically took spring and summer off from school, and then I started in August. I was gonna take a whole year, but then I decided not to, and just so yeah. Yeah, a professor that I had over the summer of 2014, she said that I should consider grad school because she thought that I would succeed at it because I'm good at writing and all that. So that's kind of what sparked the idea of me going in the first place. So I applied to go to Miami, Oxford online because I was in 2016 when I got accepted. I was in the process of moving to Columbus because I was with Joe at the time. So I was in the process of moving to Columbus, and I didn't have time to go to a school in person because I had to work because I was moving out on my own, so I needed to work like a super full-time job. So I chose to go to school online for graduate school, and I got accepted into Miami, but since I was going to the online program, I got accepted basically to Miami, Hamilton, or whatever it was. I don't know. I lasted for 2 semesters, maybe a semester and a half before I dropped out of Miami. I just felt so disconnected from that school, and it's like I was also going through some just stuff like with my job and just I don't know, regular stresses. That was the first time I was ever living on my own. So, yeah, I dropped out in like at the end of the end of the school year, so like May something, and I just stopped doing my work and stopped participating in class and didn't register for any more courses. I just basically ditched Miami. And then I took the rest of 2017 off to experience some more shit, which I'll go through in another video because that's just crazy. What the rest of 2017 for me was just nuts. What is that, man? Okay, but anyway, yeah, it was just nuts. But then 2018 comes. At that point, near the end of 2017, I was toying with the idea of going back to graduate school, but I wanted to go somewhere else. I did not want to go back to Miami. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have accepted me anyway because I just left and just stopped participating in class. So I wanted to go somewhere else. 2018 rolls around. I find out I'm pregnant. And but I still am determined to go to graduate school, especially now that I have a child that I'm about to be in charge of. So I wanted to put myself in a good position later. So I still make plans to go to graduate school. I go through the process of looking for a good place to go and what all I need to do to get in. And I went through a whole bunch of like paperwork shit to get into University of Cincinnati, and that's where I'm at now. And I've been there. I started classes 3 days after Maddie was born. So 3 days after Maddie was born, we were just discharged from the hospital. So like, no, hold on. No, I started classes the day before she was born. Classes started on the 20th, I believe. Either the 20th or the 27th. Either way, I had just given birth to a human, which I will talk about in the next video. I believe is the next one is about Maddie. And, and I've been at it since August. Now, to be honest, I've been a bit lazy and I completely failed one of the classes. I got a C in two of them, I think, or one or two, and then I got a A in two of them and a B in one or two of them. So my GPA is like sitting at a 3.1 or something like that. And then when I get my F finally recorded, it's gonna drop to like 2.5. I don't even know, maybe worse than that. So to graduate, I not only have to retake that class and pass it, I also pretty much need to get A's in the rest of my classes in order to bring my GPA back up to a 3.0 at least. Because if I don't have a 3.0, I won't be able to graduate, and I'm due to graduate in December. Now, I can't tell you exactly why I decided to just fail myself on this class. It's just because I got up to the point where I did all of the work, and then there was a final paper, 8 to 10 pages that we were supposed to do, and I put it off to the very last second, and then I wasn't able to deliver. And so I emailed my facilitator and was like, I was just honest, and then she was like, well, I wish you had said something earlier because then we could have like extended the deadline for you. And then through the grace of God, I got another extension to where it's like, if you can turn in the paper by March 3rd, we can accept it for half credit, and you'll just get a C in the class if you turn it in. And it's like, you would think that getting that second opportunity would spur me to actually write the paper. And I got this the deadline is March 3rd. I got that email maybe like in February. So I had at the beginning of February, end of January. So I had like a whole month to get this shit done. And I mean, never mind the fact that I was working at the prison full time and being a mom full time. It's like I had a whole month to get this shit done. On top of my other work, I had a whole month to write 8 pages. That seems doable, doesn't it? But I didn't do it. March 3rd comes and goes. I did not turn in that paper. So, and then my advisor, he's like, I told him about the situation, and he's like still wondering like if I'm gonna pass the class or not. And I've been just lying to him, saying like, oh, I turned in the paper, but it's like I don't know what my grade's gonna be. I'm afraid to tell him that I didn't turn in the paper and I'm gonna get an F. And I asked him, I was like, hypothetically speaking, like, if I got an F in that class, what would happen? And he said that I just have to retake it and that I'd still have an F on my transcript. I wouldn't be able to replace the grade. And it's like, I honestly don't care about replacing the grade. I'm happy I'll be able to retake the class. Hopefully they offer it in the fall, because I am not going to be in this school for another semester after that. I cannot do it because like my advisor was trying to get me to take classes over the summer, but it's like, I cannot do that. I mean, I'll consider it maybe. If it's just for the one class that I failed, I might do that one over the summer. But I'm not about to take like 3 or 4 classes over the summer just so I can graduate in the summer. Like, I need my summer because I have plans already. Big business plans, and I'm not trying to still be in school. I want to read my books and play with my baby and just do all this stuff, and school would just get in the way of that. So no summer school for me, unless it's for that one class, which I will look into that because I don't want to get fucked up and have to stay until next spring. I'd be pissed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm in school for my master's of science in criminal justice, and I'm specifically studying corrections and offender rehabilitation. Yeah, it's just I thought I knew what I wanted to do with my career, but then like now I'm stuck because I don't work at the prison anymore, so now I'm stuck. I don't know what I want to do just quite yet, which that'll be another video because I don't got time for that. I have things to do today, so